What's up, babes? It's Carlisa Victoria. I really be feeling like when I introduce the vlogs or I introduce a video, I'm always yelling. Like, do I sound loud? Because I feel like I just screamed. Anyhow, if you're new to the channel, hi, I'm Carlisa Victoria. If you've already been subscribed, thanks for coming back. Let me tell y'all something real quick, sisters. Oh, I need this. So I ended up going to Starbucks, picking up a toasted vanilla shaken espresso because your girl is about to get on the computer and get some work done. And I'm also going to work on some business stuff. I want to read. I want to get on the computer. And I want to also like work on my brand stuff. I told you guys I'm bringing back my, well, it never really left, but I'm relaunching a lot of my brands. So like my beauty line, my freaking Babe with Locks page, bringing oils and showing you guys what I've been using to grow this luscious long hair within 3 years. And I keep getting questioned like, is that really your hair? And then somebody asked me the other day, is it your real hair? I said, girl, yes, there's no extensions. And then I also get asked about how I grow my hair so long. And I told you guys several remedies, Korean aloe, oils, but really one of the staple pieces is the oil that I use. One of the oils that I use is a concocted oil handcrafted by myself, and it has like an array of oils that can be utilized throughout, you know, your hair for growth, for a lot of different tactics, shine, luster, you know, whatever. So that's what I've been using, and I keep getting asked like, girl. So just as an update, this is kind of like a boss up update. What's going on with my brands? What's going on with my business? How I'm planning to literally hit my goals of like my brands only. So you guys know I've been incorporating corporate America here and there, back and forth, right? But I don't feel like my brands have done well when they launched, but that rapport and all of those things that needed to be kept over time, those are the things I'm about to go back and start fixing. The people who purchased in the past, reaching out and letting them know that we're relaunching. People who are brand new, letting them relaunch. I want to see my business be able to scale 6 figures plus in only my business endeavors. I'm not talking about with an added corporate America income and, business. What I'm going to be doing, so for my business babes, boss babes who want to see 6 figures or higher with your brand over this next year, I'm going to be doing a very strategic analytical slash it's going to be a combination of things, okay? Analytics are definitely going to be a thing, statistical data as well, and I'm going to pull my own stats off my own brand, of my own business, and I'm going to formulate that over this next year into its own course or what have you. But look, the goal is to take every single, and this is how it's going to happen. I'm going to take every single thing that I do. So if I'm doing hair, because you guys know I know how to do locks and stuff, but I'm just going to show you an example. So if I decide to do people's locks again, I decide to put my books out, because you guys remember I wrote my books and I told you guys about them, but I have to make changes to the cover and stuff like that because I don't look like what's on that book. But part of me, I do look like that. My hair's just not like that anymore. So part of me is like, maybe I'll put that book out anyway since it came out before. Instead of trying to change the cover as though it was just done. This book was written a while ago, right? Then I have my beauty line, I have my lock line, I have my real estate, I have notary. So all of my different income streams that could generate from all of my multifaceted entrepreneurship endeavors, those are the ones that I am going to say, hey, if you got 10 things, you want to see that you made 10K each, 10K in every category, or you want to see that you made, maybe you have 5 things and you're like, okay, well, I need to make 20,000 in each of these different, and then I want to do it like that. Because what it's going to do is it's going to force me to really look at numbers, and it's going to force me to really stick to betting on myself. Now, oftentimes, you know, you see the corporate America times the brand times the da-da-da-da. But what I want to do differently is start pushing my brands at the forefront of regular, steady, stable income. It's one thing to say, oh, let me sell my beauty line right now, and it's this is a sale here, a sale there, a sale here. But if you can continually keep working on those brands, and you continually have income that is literally being generated on a regular basis. I'm not talking about like, oh, you might make $300 sale this week and then next week you're skunked. I'm talking about like regularly, whether it's a 300 every week, whether it's a million every week, like, and I'm speaking, y'all know I got my upscale Barbie page as well for, you know, the boss entrepreneur type vibes with the looks. So I want to just start focusing on all of these different endeavors and setting a goal number. Now, the goal number in each of these categories don't have to necessarily be 6 figures for each business. The goal is to scale that number or higher with all of my entrepreneurial endeavors. And once that number is hit and accomplished, then we can get into the rotation of, okay, we made this much from each of these this year. Now the expectation just got higher. Let's go for triple that amount in each of the business. Let's go for quadruple. Let's go for 100% this goal. So I just want to gradually start, because you have to have a foundation. You have to have a business model. You have to have a business level, and you have to have a business strategy, business plan. You know what I mean? And you have to keep up with your statistical data. I keep up with stats on my own stuff. I have, okay, I sold this month, this was inconsistent, this was da-da-da. I keep up with my stats to my stuff. Some stuff is like we're starting from scratch. We're not even keeping up with the past, whether the brand name has changed or it's just been too long to keep it consistent. My fashion page got deleted from Instagram a long time ago, never recovered it. So it's like, essentially in certain areas I'm starting over. A lot of people look at starting over as a bad thing, but I look at starting over as sometimes a really great thing, because it gives you the opportunity to go back to the foundational level and figure out, where did I screw up or where was I not consistent. If you continue to do business, work on stuff, and you don't know where your error is, but you continue to keep building upon error, you are going to find yourself a freaking mess at some point. You cannot keep building your brand and scaling your brand on lack of, you know, like strategy or business planning. If you continue to say, hey, you know, this ain't doing it for me, and that's gonna be something. So you either step up or get stepped on. Y'all know I'm gonna keep it a buck. In fact, I'm gonna keep it a $150. You are your greatest limitation, but you are also your biggest asset. You are your greatest asset if you apply yourself. If you keep sitting here talking about, oh, I can't do this, I can't, keep making excuses as to why you can't, let me help you. Come here, bring them. Then you won't. A lot of times we live in a society where a lot of people want to be told what they want to hear. They want to sugarcoat things. That's why my personality is either perceived as blunt or is perceived as mean. People who get me, it's just blunt. You're to the point, since you're not going to sugarcoat. People who don't get me or who want to be told what they want to hear, they're going to call me mean. I'm not mean. The truth of the matter is, I just speak. I don't sugarcoat nothing. I just bluntly say what I feel. Is that the right thing for certain atmospheres all the time? Maybe not to some people, but to me it is really very much so something that I do. And I would want people to be very blunt to me. I don't want people to sugarcoat crap. Like, tell me how it is, sis. If I don't want to hear it, then I'll get over it and deal with it later. But don't tell me what I want to hear. Tell me what I need to hear is what I'm trying to say. I'm sorry, I messed that up. Tell me what I need to hear. I don't want, what I need to hear, not what I want to hear, because telling me what I need to hear is going to force me to have to boss up and get my ish together. Telling me what I want to hear is only going to make me stay where I'm at, and is not going to help me evolve and become the better version of myself. And I'm all about the evolution of Curly to Victoria. I'm all about becoming the better version of myself. I am all about being who I'm supposed to be and living my life with purpose. Like, becoming that girl to me, I say that expression all the time, that girl, bossing up, becoming that girl. I say this expression all the time because your girl is literally in a season where she can't be stopped. Nothing can stop me but the Lord himself. If he wants to decide, like, oh, baby, it's your time, let's go, that's him. But anything outside of that will not be stopping me. Your girl is going, and we're going hard, and we're not stopping. All gas, no freaking brakes, okay? Things have been looking up. I remember, and I'm not even going to say remember as though it's so far back. I have nights where I cry. I have nights where I'm up and I'm like literally emotional because I am so passionate about becoming the better version of myself. I am so passionate about hitting my goals and checking off my list. Not for other people, but for myself. When you have a mindset like that, when you have a mentality that I will win no matter what the odds are stacked against me, you will win, sis. And the end of the day, you have to be willing to bet on yourself. That's why I had to let a lot of things go, because I said, I'm betting on myself. If this job paid you this much a week, find one of your hustles that you can do that will make you that same amount of money in a week. And then start building your business. Because if you continue to keep leveraging, which for me, I think it was very, very important and a great thing for me to show y'all how to leverage corporate America with starting your own business. And I'm not saying own business. For me, it was stepping out from my brokerage. Leverage is what I wanted to show you. How to leverage. How to use these checks to apply to the things that you have to do, to the things that you need. And how to say, look, if I go back to corporate America times entrepreneurship, look how quickly I can get what I'm trying to get. That wasn't to be showboat. That wasn't to say, look at me. That was to show my everyday people like myself on my channel that we could do it if we just strategize and plan. So my goal for leveraging was to get my office and to get my business started. When I came back, the CEO sister said, okay, you always come back to us throughout the years. What is the reason now? She always wants to know what's the goal. I said, oh, I want to incorporate my brokerage and I also want to get a business space. Not even a month into the job, not even, going into I already secured my space. I already eventually incorporated my business name. I already eventually started bringing on people. All of this was not just by happenstance. This was a set goal that I came back and said, I want to use this position to leverage what I'm doing. And that's exactly what happened. And to this day, it's like, you have to speak life into yourself and you have to speak life into your goals. If you sit here and play yourself like a goofy, so will everybody else. So don't play yourself as a goofy. Know what you are trying to do. Be intentional about what it is that you want to do. And if you do that, you will always, always come out on top. The best is yet to come. But if you feel like, oh, I can't boss up, I can't be the better version of myself, I have to fall back and be, if you sitting there going to bed every night not feeling fulfilled or not even feeling like you're on track to do what you're supposed to do, you're in the wrong spot. And it is the worst feeling. It is the worst feeling to sleep on yourself when you feel the urge to succeed. I had nights, and I still have nights, where I believe in myself so much that I know the breakthrough's coming. I have days where I'm just like, I'm not going to sit here and let somebody waste my time, be here all day. There's no productivity for me, and I could be at home scaling my businesses through my strategies. I am thankful to God that I'm very witty and that I'm tenacious. I say this stuff all the time because that mind, being able to wake up in your right mind, to be able to put X, Y, and Z together, to be able to formulate X, Y, and Z, and just being able to have those smarts, everybody doesn't have that. So you have to be thankful for those small talents and gifts that you have, because where I could jump on a computer or I could jump on a new skill and learn that in a day or learn that overnight, or it comes easy to me, that could be somebody's weakness, and somebody could take forever to be able to scale and to learn a lot of the things that you are fortunate to learn and know in a couple of hours, minutes, days. So you have to understand, everybody doesn't wake up in their right mind every day. Some people wake up a completely, whether it's schizophrenia, bipolar, drugs, any of that stuff, and they don't wake up in their right mind. They don't perform in their right state of mind. So in that sense, you got to realize, be grateful that that's not you, if that's not you. You know what I mean? Because you know how many of your goals will never get accomplished because you never wake up in your right mind to even fulfill everything on a daily basis. So we have to stop being so ungrateful and really think about small things. Me being able to hear, me being able to see. There's people who go their whole life blind. They cannot see a thing. So for you to be able to wake up and see beauty and be able to, look at a high rise in a building, or be able to hear people call your name and not have to do Braille, those are grateful things. Those are things that we need to be grateful for, that we don't take advantage of often, or we don't appreciate often enough. We think that when we're grateful for something, it has to be something just happened for us and it's something huge. But just be grateful for the very small, intricate details of your life. Be grateful that you can walk, that you can talk, that you can, you know, use your hands. There's some people who don't have feet. There's people who don't have hands. There's people who can't talk. You know what I mean? So for your very basic essentials, just be grateful. And if you're in a situation where you are handicapped legally by certain things, like physically by certain things, don't let that handicap. So if you have a handicapped arm and your arm is like literally like messed up, don't let that arm take you from being great. For example, I'm gonna use this guy who I know, who I shoot pool with. He has a messed up, I never really understood what happened to his leg. I never asked. People make jokes about it. He laughs because it's like, he is literally so comfortable with himself that he makes jokes on his leg too. But let me tell you, dude is a pool shark. He is good in pool. And let me tell you, if he let that little leg situation, that slurred leg, hold him back, do you think... My camera died, but listen, y'all, do y'all think he would be as great as he was in the things he do if he let his handicap of his leg dictate the... If he allowed his physical handicap to handicap his mental, he would not be as great. He's, number one, he's a shark. He's good. Number two, he makes jokes about his own leg. Like, he'd be like, if you beat me in this game, then if I beat you in this game, can I get my leg back? Like that. So he doesn't get upset about the jokes. He makes jokes on it himself. Everybody is cool with him. You know what I mean? There's no bad blood or whatever. And it's just that simple example that if he were to let his physical handicap the rest of his life, or he fell into, oh, my leg is messed up so I can never shoot a good pool game, or I can never act like I'm dancing or run, he would literally like be, you know, shorting himself. But he doesn't do that. Therefore, he's able to, you know, be his best self. So I think that that's amazing. But let me get out of here, y'all. Make sure y'all like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video.